is actually with the issue of reporting. The issue of reporting has never been, fair to us as Fulanis. The issue of profiling, we have been profiled, and it has been circulated, and circulation of every news actually depends on journalists. Like other speakers have said, all ethnic groups have criminals, but these criminals have never been addressed by the specific name of their ethnicity or ethnic groups. But Fulanis have been singled out of the 500 ethnic groups that comprised Nigeria to be named Fulani herdsmen, Fulani killers, Fulani terrorists. You have not been fair to us. Every news that ever been circulated was circulated by the journalist. This, we are asking you for fairness. We are asking you, requesting you to be just and fair in your reporting. Secondly, this high-profile criminality of kidnapping, cattle wrestling, is an alien culture to us. We have never been known with this. It was highly organized, mobilized, imported, and pushed to us. And we have been forcefully, believed to be the criminals, while we are not. We suffered the most consequences of this criminality in this country. We are still suffering the consequences of this criminality, especially of cattle rustling and kidnapping. Before one single individual in the town is kidnapped, several others must have been kidnapped in the bush. And no matter how much that thing repeated itself, and no matter how much this thing has been circulated, no single reporter ever reported it. And we believe this is unfair. It is unfair reporting. We are therefore requesting you to be fair to us. And to some extent, we are even beginning to doubt if we are Nigerians, because several laws have been promulgated to persecute Fulanis outside certain states in Nigeria where the constitution is supposed to be supreme. These laws particularly targeted, promulgated to persecute Fulanis out of certain states. And Nigerian constitution says every citizen of Nigeria is free to live and practice his trade everywhere. Now this brings us to the question, are we really considered as Nigerians? To some extent, we think the press, certain government officials, certain structures and fractions of the society have alienated us outside the Nigerian society. And this we cannot accept. We are Nigerians. We have fought for the independence of this country. We are contributing more than many other ethnic groups to the survival and sustenance of Nigeria as a nation. Therefore, we want to request you to be fair to us. If you have any report to project to the society, please look at it carefully and make sure that it is a balanced kind of reporting. It is not meant to, undermine one ethnic group and favor another ethnic group. You know what I am talking about. Benue State, Plateau State, Taraba State, and so many states in the southern and western Nigeria have, introduced some decrees that are directly targeting the Fulanis as a people.
Let me quickly say we should not stigmatize Fulani. Criminal is a criminal irrespective of the tribe. Let us say some terrorists, killers, who pretend to be headers have been terrorizing that area. But that is not a justification for jungle justice. I'm on top of it because I happen to be the legal advisor to the Edo North Vigilante Association, and I'm from South CBA. I'm aware of the issues of insecurity, killings by criminals. Let's stop calling them Fulani. Let's call them killers, criminals, please. Now, so a lot of criminals have taken over the area in Edo North, and the government cannot say they are not aware about that. I think the Edo State governor, I must first of all congratulate him on the victory at the tribunal. I want to also commend him for the steps he took. Some persons are criticizing him, and my position is that the temperament, we must agree to this fact, between the average northerner and the average Southerner, the difference is clear. They are highly temperamental. In those days, they would have been reacting. But the immediate action of the governor doused tension, visiting the governor of the state affected, visiting the immediate families of the bereaved, doused tension seriously.
And that's why we've not seen reprisal attacks.
That is why up till now we have not seen reprisal attack. We've been hearing that some Northerners are preparing a reprisal attack in Edo State. Well, I've had to disregard most of this, because if anyone is supposed to come, it should be coming from the DSS. It should be coming from the Nigerian Intelligence Agency. It should be coming from the police. And then again, the DSS cannot say they are not aware of such posts. They have not reacted, and that is wrong. They should be able to tell Nigerians that this is not true. And then there is nothing like that. It's causing unnecessary tension in Edo State. Well, I'm happy that those involved have been arrested. I've always advised the vigilante operators. And by the way, vigilantes were formed by the communities, by themselves, before government came in. When Edo State government, after the inauguration of the current governor, he disbanded vigilante, set up an Edo State security network. Now, that is a good one. But the person he put in charge, I must say openly, is not right, is not the right person for it. We have practiced, we know him. There are a lot of qualified, objectively qualified ex-servicemen.
Is that not the person that has now been removed?
That is the person that has been removed. I've been criticizing him right from time. It's like those who advise the governor to appoint him did not advise him properly. Immediately he came in, he said, all your arms, bring them. And we have had the current director of DSS say it openly, that look, there are some arms you can have, and you can defend yourself. Take note that this is not a justification for what they did in Rome. What they did in Rome is not a self-defense. Some travelers are suspended to be killers, criminals. And instead of them to be taken to the police,
they attack churches, attack mosques, attack commuters, extort money from farmers. Farmers have to pay fines and taxes to go to farms. Their activities has destroyed agriculture in northern part of Nigeria. Their activities have destroyed cattle rearing in northern Nigeria. Their activities has destroyed education in northern Nigeria. Many schools are closed now. You have a duty, a responsibility as educated Fulanis, of which we are, to reach out to your people that crime does not pay. 10 to 15 years on banditry has not produced one billionaire among the bandits. It has destroyed the life of Fulani. It has even destroyed the image and reputation of Fulani people. Because every Fulani that is seen now is being seen to be a bandit. They are Fulani doctors. They are Fulani lawyers. They are Fulani engineers. They are Fulani architects. They are Fulani professors all over Nigeria. They are Fulani businessmen. But criminality of these bandits that are mostly Fulani has destroyed the name, the image, the reputation of every Fulani man. How does that help us? How? Don't take lightly your mission. Your mission is very important. It's important for the peace, for the unity, for the progress and security of Nigeria. Northern part of Nigeria used to be one of the most peaceful parts of this country here. But you know what? If you see your face now, someone will think you're a bandit. Looking at you now, someone will think you're a bandit. Just because your ethnic group are involved in it. So I will use this opportunity to assure you of my own full support. You should go to every nook and cranny, meet your people, tell them that we don't want banditry in northern Nigeria. We don't want kidnapping in northern Nigeria. We don't want their activities that has been destroying our image, our reputation as the people in northern Nigeria.
So some would say on that note that almost every tribe feels marginalized at this point.
Absolutely.
So how would you reach out? Would you reach out in the same way to say the Fulani headsmen?
I actually met a Fulani headsman on my way from Jalingo to Yola.
Okay.
During the election. I stopped, I saw him had like about 400 cows. And he was shocked, and like I had an interpreter who was a policeman who was with us and said, "Can you please ask him what he needs? What is it? Why are you guys like this?" And he said, "Look, it's not all Fulani herdsmen that's violent." And I asked him what we had done for him to stop him from traveling 40 kilometers at a time with all these 400 cows. Would you prefer if we can put you somewhere? A ranch? He said yes.
Oh, really?
So, yes. Yeah, this was covered during the election. So I'd already met Fulani herdsmen, and I would have met more of them. But you have to distinguish between the Fulani herdsmen who have legitimate, issues with how they raise their cow and what happens to farmers in the process of doing that. And those who are perpetrating criminal activities, we would have separated it. We deal with the crime first, and then we then have dialogue around how to ensure that those people who are walking around with their cows for forage are taken care of. And it was our proposal during the election that we'll have ranches across the country, not rural settlements.
Okay, you stress that.
These are different things. A settlement is a place that you are evacuating people from and putting in new people. And they come, when you resettle people somewhere, it comes with rights, and some of those rights could be rights to land ownership. But what the commercial ranching could have done is not to allow anybody to settle anywhere. You take your cattle into the ranch because the ranch is operated by someone else, or a group of persons, or even a third party commercial
enterprise.
You go in there, you register your cow. In the US, they even have like numbers on cows. And they have access to what is available because it'll be hydroponic, it's around water, and they graze. And after you're done, the place can also be a place for transaction, where people can come and buy the cow. So you don't have to move the cow to another place.
And then
sell your cow there.
Other people will get into ranching.
Exactly. I keep talking about Redeemed Church and Redeemed Church of God. I would love them to have a ranch.
Okay.
Because they eat a lot of cows in that place. Every year they have their Holy Ghost Congress. They eat about 20,000 cows. Why can't they have a ranch? The beef industry is a $3 billion industry.
Welcome back, my people. I think I don't hear everything many persons talk for inside this video. See, even as in the first video where we say now watch, even as all these Fulanis where we say okay, then they have meeting with that man where we saying they talk, like even as them they say yes, say this one, that one say nothing will happen again. See, Fulani people are people where we say okay, you no go feel like carry them as your friend because they fit change at any time. Fulani herdsmen are people where we say okay, they go there with you today, like if you be their friend today. Tomorrow, like they go come, they do against you. That is the type of person we'll be seeing them be. And now say okay, as soon as they see the video, so they just they quiet, like say okay, people where they listening, then they listening to anything. And I don't hear everything she will talk about some Fulanis. So we talk say okay, some Fulanis, no be all of them they bad, and according to him, say no be all of them they bad. But wait till we get to talk, we say those one we say they don't bad already, they don't already carry that bad name. Give them. Because we know say okay normally. Not all tribe, no be like all this tribe. Thank you.